In this video, let us see the top 10 problems in the Da Vinci Code. Number 10. Da Vinci's The Last Supper. The contention that Mary Magdalene is depicted sitting next to Jesus in Leonardo's famous The Last Supper is disputed by virtually all art historians. Since there are 12 disciples, including Judas, one would have to be missing for Mary to be present. Number 9. Priory of Sion in the list of top 10 problems in the Da Vinci Code. Number 9. Priory of Sion. The portrayal of the Priory of Sion as an ancient organization connected to goddess worship is incorrect. The actual Priory of Sion was founded in 1956 by Pierre Planted, Henry Bonham and others in not in 1099 as claimed in the book. Number 8. Opus Dei. The depiction of Opus Dei as a monastic order, which is the Pope's personal prelature, is inaccurate. In fact, there are no monks in Opus Dei, which primarily has lay membership and whose celibate lay members are called numerous. Moreover, Opus Dei encourages its lay members to avoid practices that are perceived as fundamentalist to the outside world. Number 7. Roslyn Chapel. The chapel is a major feature in the last part of the novel, though many incorrect assertions were made about the structure. For example, Brown's book states that the chapel was built by the Knights Templar and contains a six-pointed star of David worn into the stone floor, although such a star has never been seen. Number 6. Problems with Paris. Several claims about the Church of Saint Sulpice in Paris are disputed. While there is a brass line running north to south through the church, it is not a part of the Paris meridian, which passes about 110 yards east of it. The line is instead more a gnomon or zodiacal or calendar meant to mark the solstice and equinoxes. Number 5. The Vatican. In the story, it is repeatedly said the Vatican was the center of power in the early Catholic Church, including reference to the Vatican suppressing Gnostic writings in the 4th century. Until the early Renaissance, the papal palace was in different locations, ranging from the Cathedral of St. John Lateran to Anagni to Avignon. Number 4. Mary Magdalene. Historians have disputed the claim that Mary Magdalene was of the tribe of Benjamin. There is no mention of this in the Bible or in other ancient sources. The fact that Magdala was located in northern Israel, whereas the tribe of Benjamin resided in the south, weigh against it. Number 3. Noticism. The book claims that the Noticism Gospels, for example, Gospels of Thomas, Philip, Mary Magdalene, and the recently rediscovered Judas, are far older, less corrupted, and more accurate than the four included in the Bible. With the possible exception of Thomas, the other Gospels date from the 2nd through the 4th century, while the canonical four are thought by most scholars to date from the 1st or early 2nd century. Number 2, geography. The book's storyline that the albino monk was arrested in France, imprisoned in Andorra, and escaped to Spain demonstrates the lack of basic research that would be gleaned from a quick glance at a map or a tourist guide. It is improbable that someone arrested along the French coast French coast would be imprisoned in another country. After the scene in the Temple Church, London, the heroes of the story take the tube from Temple Station to King's College. Number 1, Assorted Errors. Albino typically have very poor vision. In fact, many are legally blind. It is therefore highly unlikely that the albino Silas could ever become an expert marksman or even drive. So, these are the top 10 problems in the Da Vinci Code.